Hello guys, welcome back to Three House of Terror. You guys are watching this video on July the 14th. So yes, you guys are definitely watching this video on July the 14th. Yep, this is for July the 14th. And I hope you guys are all having a wonderful night, whatever it is you guys are doing. And I hope you guys are all doing well tonight too. So tonight's video is a scary story I came across on the internet while I was searching for another scary story for my next video. So yeah, I finally came across this scary story online while I was doing research for the next video. This scary story is called Never Ending Road. So yeah, this is called Never Ending Road. And I found this story to be kind of scary whenever I read it. And I don't remember any other parts in this story whenever I was reading it, so I'm gonna say a few scary parts to make this video interesting for you guys. Once upon a time, there was a few people who drove on the never-ending road. And the road had a drop. Many years ago, people who drove on the never-ending road, they would drive on this road and they had no idea that it was a cliff, but a canyon. And they plunged, they plunged to their death, and they were never heard from or never seen again. So yeah, they're never heard from or never seen again whenever they plunged to their death. One summer, a group of working men were on this road. So yeah, there was a group of working men who was on this road, and and all of a sudden one of the men kicked a rock. So yeah, one of the men kicked the rock and it fell. And they heard the sound of the rock landing on something that like metal. When one of the men kicked the rock, it sounded like it landed on something that was metal at the bottom of the cliff or canyon. So yeah, they went to the bottom of the canyon to see what did the rock land on. And they were shocked to find cars at the bottom of the canyon. Crashed cars at the bottom of the canyon. And the men found skeletal remains in the backseat of the cars. So yeah, the group of men found some skeletal remains in the back of the cars that were strapped into seats. So yeah, they were actually strapped into seats. Yep, they were definitely strapped into seats. So yeah, this happened many years ago whenever people drove on the never-ending road at night, because they plunged to their death because the road had a cliff and and it had a canyon too, and the road the side of the road did not have any gates or whatever you call it. So yeah, it didn't have any gates in in the in the in the side of the road. So yeah, in the on the side of the road there are no gates. So yeah, there are no gates on the side of the road. So yeah, the group of working men did see crashed cars at the bottom of the canyon, and they found skeletal remains of the bodies strapped in the back seat of the cars. So yeah, they were strapped in the back seat of the cars whenever the men found them. So yeah, the men did find them in the back seat of the cars, strapped down. And uh, and yeah, many people who drove on the road at night, they had no idea that the road was a cliff, and they all plunged off the cliff, and they are never seen or heard from again. So yeah, people who drove on the road, they had no idea that the road was a cliff and it was a hole. They had no idea this road was a hole and it had a cliff. And people had plunged into their death, and they were never heard from or never seen again. So yeah, people were never heard from or seen again whenever they plunged off the cliff and died of a horrible death. But they plunged to their death too. Sorry everybody, I have something in my throat. So yeah, that's what happens if you drive on the never-ending road at night. You will plunge off the cliff of a horrible death, and you'll never be seen or heard from again. So yeah, people who drove on the road, they they plunged off the cliff, and plunged they plunged to their death, and they were never heard from or they were never seen again. So yeah, that's why you should never drive on this never-ending road, because you will end up plunging off the cliff, and you will never be seen from or heard again if you drive on this never-ending road, if you if you plunge from the cliff or canyon. So yeah, that's what happens if you drive on this never-ending road. So yeah, people drove on this never-ending road, and they plunged off the cliff, and yup, they were never heard from or seen again. Okay, that was the story of the never-ending road. I'm so sorry I did not remember any other parts in the story whenever I was reading it, because I forgot a few parts in the story whenever I was reading it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, so you guys don't miss a new video I post every single week. And yeah, that is the story of the never-ending road. I'm so sorry that this video was not scary enough for you guys. So yeah, sorry if the video was not scary enough for you guys. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Even though it was not scary enough. So I'm gonna go right now, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Good night and bye guys. And as always, stay creepy.